Yanane, 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 yanene, yatawa, 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 yatawa. Kea, 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 usoa, ye. Yana, ya, utoa, 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 kea, nane, yasawa. Yasawa, 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 tea, 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 tea. Ataboaye, 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 ataboaye. Hello, Holy Ones. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this space. So grateful to see you, Holy Ones. So grateful to share this space of alignment with you, our divine goddess space. So we allow that blessing on our space. I was using sage for anyone who's wondering, and I do that as a blessing, an anointment, if you will. Yes, of the energy of us, of the energy of the space. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our live space here. If you're finding this video, some are here in the live with me right now. If you're finding this video on the actual portal, in the portal there on the website, this is additional teachings, expansive spaces for us to continue our journey into the spaces of us as the divine goddess in human form. So just allow, as you receive these teachings, and revisit the video as you feel to, whether you're here live or catching this for the first time on video. All of the content in the Goddess course is designed to continue to meet you where you're at, meet me where I'm at, meet us where we're at. So what does that mean? Every time we watch a class, or we allow an attuning session space, or we do a ceremony, every time we connect in with any of the spaces of this course, even if we've connected with them before, you will go to the next space of it and you in your current now when you are experiencing it. All right. So really, you know, what do they say? Get the best bang for your buck. Get the most out of your time. Mwah. Hello, 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 beautiful. Get the most out of your time, right? Really give this space to yourself, all right? Now we're going to go into a couple of topics today. If you're new to the Goddess course, the way the portal's set up is you go through the weekly classes at your pace. We have people all over the planet doing this, right? Everybody has a different time zone, a different schedule. So this works really well. You move at your pace. And everybody who's in this course, you have like, I don't know, it's like 11 months of working with the materials. So you're all right. You've got this. And allow yourself to go back into some of those spaces. The music, there's actual buttons on the portal that'll say music link, C2C music link, goddess music link. I think Oceans of Your Quantum might be on there now too. I'm not sure. That might be in another portal. There's definitely at least 3 music links in the Goddess portal. Those are for you to choose from as you go through this course and you allow your attuning weekly. I hold the space and facilitate it after the live class a couple hours later in the same day. So, you know, it's a Tuesday for me, but that doesn't matter. Don't get in your head about it. It's energy that is quantum. So the biggest thing that we're asked to do is allow. So when you have the time, but please put yourself on the list, yes? Lay down and allow that attuning space. Listen to the music in that portal and intend to receive. And I really want you to lay down if you can, because your body needs to be able to move if it needs to move. And you may need to fall asleep. You may need to go out of your body. You may need to travel a bit while your body and you have what needs to be done. All right? So trust yourself and allow and really get in there and utilize what's in that portal. Then you'll have the additional videos. These are the classes we do monthly here live. We do 2 a month. And those are going to take everything a little deeper, open everything up a little bit further, and add in new spaces for us as well. All right, so we're going to jump right in here to our topics for today. Some of these things we've talked about before, and some of them we've never spoke on here. So maybe just allow yourself to receive, and don't worry about notes. Not right now. You do what you want, but maybe just allow the energy of what I'm saying, right? And your heart, because your heart hears me before your head hears me. Isn't that fascinating? Your heart, your soul can hear what I'm saying. It remembers what I'm saying. And then your mind processes the energy of that and begins to then recalibrate you in your now form to be able to run that energy. That's when the mind begins shifting its belief structures, shifting its mindset, the way that it thinks about itself and others. And that is the divine goddess rising within the form. All right? So listening to these spaces first, then return to this video and take notes. It'll be perfect that way, but you do you. Recalibrating with yourself and recalibrating your relationships. You're constantly doing this. So no judgment, compassion, love, and excitement. Can we add that in, please? Can we choose as a collective of divine goddesses to become excited about recalibrating? Because I believe we came out of a spiritual world or a space of ourselves that recalibrating seemed daunting or big, or like, here we go again, because we thought we had crossed a path or gone over a bridge and we were on this new space of ourselves, never to see the old again. And then all of a sudden we're in a space or an experience where it's uncomfortable or it's big or whatever it is. And we think, wait a minute, what's going on? Well, you're recalibrating. You're recalibrating because your ever expanding conscious energy is flowing through your form in a new way. Does this make sense? Yes? Thank you. So this not only happens with you in the individual format of yourself and your thoughts and the reflection thereof in your life, but it's also going to happen with your relationships. Everybody in your connective flow, your family, your friends, your loves, anything, they're all going to be given the opportunity, even strangers, are going to be given the opportunity to recalibrate their energy within your connection. So that means you may experience something that feels a bit uncomfortable because people are recalibrating. They're learning how to be that new space. Yes. And so compassion for yourself, compassion for others, and excitement. I'm telling you, if you will get excited about this, you will be moving into this with an efficiency you have never known. Okay? So try it on. Like when you go to the store and you want to buy a new outfit or something, right? Or shoes or something. You have to know if it fits. You want to know how it feels. You try it on. You decide if you want to wear it. Try on excitement, please. Piane, try on excitement. Put some excitement in your vibrational field as you contemplate. And you say, that sounds a little crazy. I'm in an uncomfortable situation and I'm supposed to get excited about it. Yes. You're going to freak the circuitry out so well that it's going to efficiently flow you into a wonderful space of optimal alignment. All right. Do it in your head so nobody thinks you're too crazy. You don't want to be in an argument and then you're like, oh, this is so exciting. I love being in this argument with you. We're recalibrating. No. Keep it in your head, right? Keep it in your heart. Breathe. Register the space. The person may be saying something, the experiencing may be saying something that's not comfortable. Register it as the divine you are, the goddess you are, through your form, and get excited in your being. We're leveling up. We're leaving an alignment. The only way it happens is that energy has to change, and sometimes that change can feel a little uncomfortable or a lot uncomfortable. There's nothing wrong, all right? So excitement and nothing's wrong. Excitement and nothing's wrong. Can you do that for me? Yes? Yes? Somebody going to try it on this week? Just like a new blouse or a new pair of pants or something like that? All right, good. All right, we're going to keep moving now. I have so much I want to share with you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, Holy One. All right, here we go. Ready, goddesses? You may already know this, but we need to talk about it. All right. As you are changing, shifting, loving yourself, you are expanding into the new spaces of you. Intimate partners in your life may not be calibrating with you as quickly. And they may be, I'm not saying it's across the board, I'm not saying everybody is in this space, but I need to say it. Certain relationships with romance and love, sex, they may not recalibrate as quickly. Why? Because they are involved in a very pure, intimate way of connection with you. So this is way more than somebody at the grocery store says hello to you every week when you go to pick up your food. Yes. When you're having sex with somebody, husband, wife, lover, partner, whatever your words are, you are opening up a space of connectivity that is really, really sacred. All right. So we need to be open, all that are ready, all who are ready, to really anchoring the understanding of sacred love. Sacred love is, I don't think humans have really wrapped their heads around this concept yet, but this is how we do it. We start thinking it in certain spaces of our collective, and then that vibration is available, right? Sacred love doesn't have anything to do with sex. It's not even sex that's so mind-blowing that the world stops and it's just you and the other. That's beautiful. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Holla to the goddesses that have ever been in that space. But I want you to look at this with me and anchor this vibration, yes? The way humans look at sex is not love. It's pleasure. It's procreation. For some, it's even seen as need. They don't know how to process energy in the being, and they don't understand how to be that space of themselves, and they find sex as an outlet, and it is not being utilized in a manner in which that energy is being given the opportunity to connect into higher consciousness. This is not the best word, but that energy is kind of being wasted. And I'm not down on sex. I love sex. Sex is amazing. A wonderful sexual experience is quite rewarding. Absolutely. But I need you to see this with me, because sometimes when we're recalibrating, our person may be recalibrating with us as well. And sex can be a really big space of discomfort, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, because they can want something from you that you may be going through a space of yourself where that doesn't feel lovely anymore. It doesn't feel like love anymore. It might feel more like disconnected. So why is this happening? Because the human is shifting to a higher vibrational field of itself. And in that higher flow of itself, all of these spaces are different. They're not like they are in the old human. They're not. That would be the old. Why would the old be in the new? Then it's not new. So I need to bring this forth to anyone who can hear me and hold this alignment with me. Sex is fantastic. The goddess can take an individual into the spaces of their being of ecstasy and bliss like nothing else. I think I write about it in the book somewhere, right? But I'm asking you to understand that if you are in a space where that is not aligning at the time, you're just not in the flow of sex. Doesn't matter if you're younger, older, or somewhere in between. I need you to hear me. Sex is not love. If somebody says you don't love me because you won't give me enough sex, they don't know what love is. And that's okay. They're asking themselves to find out. That's why they aligned the situation with you if this happens to be you. And this happens for many reasons, many reasons. Emotional detachment, perimenopause, menopause. There's many reasons why a woman would move into a space of herself where sex is not on the forefront. And yet she could feel more empowered and more beautiful than ever. But it isn't sex that makes her more beautiful and more powerful. It is her inner being. All right. So this needed to be said for whoever's ready to hear it. The next thing I really want to speak on, and I know I'm moving fast. That's why I said, just listen to me. And then we can go back over spaces if we need to. I need to talk to you about the goddess breath, and that is the I am breath. Now, we talk about this in the book some and in the PDF in the very beginning, and I go into a little bit more detail on the understanding of the goddess and human species and the understanding of the womb of humanity and prime consciousness and the God space. And it's all one. It is all one, but it has incremental spaces of itself so that it can experience itself in that flow, which allows the whole to expand as every space of it expands. So as the God expands, the goddess expands. As the goddess expands, the God expands. And then the prime consciousness expands. Yes, the womb of humanity, all of it's connected. All right. You're in a human space, but you are also the spaces of those other points of source. But your focal point is in your human now, right now. This is the core of you right now, if you will. Everything is here. The party's going on. Everyone's showing up for this moment. All spaces of you are here, Holy One. They are. All right, this is the know thyself, but let me not get off track. Goddess breath is the I am breath. So why? What am I doing here? Breath work is powerful. Yes, breath work is grounding, centering, healing, activating. But I want you to allow it to be the next level of you. Just like everything else goes up as we go up, breath work has gone up. The way we acknowledge our every day, every moment in and out breath is different. Now, 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, whatever it is now, my breath changed and I couldn't control it. Yanekatoa. This quick inhale came. Yanakatasawa. My body was naturally innate, and yours is as well, prepared to process me, prepared to hold the divine. That's you, that's me, that's us. Breath is a key component to the processing of the consciousness in the form. And it's not that it has to be a structured breathe in, hold for 10 seconds, or do 10 breaths in a certain amount of time. It's not about that. That's lovely. That's beautiful. But that's the old human. I'm asking you to embrace the new human in you. All right. So if you know breath work, fantastic. If you don't know breath work, fantastic. Everybody's okay here. What I'm asking you to do now is allow yourself the connection, understanding, faith, knowing of every single breath in normal breathing manner is your divine flowing through your form. That is the most powerful breath work you will ever do. Every single breath at every single moment is your divine Yane flowing through your form. Every single breath. If the moment is uncomfortable, big, daunting, heavy, ugly, traumatic, the I am, the goddess, is still flowing through your form. There's no separation. That is your consciousness in breath form. When you start to live from this knowing more and more, it becomes what it already is, which is default. It becomes innate, easy. It's who you are. And every breath you feel, you sense your divinity through your form as you're having the space. And if your experiences are joyous and exciting and wonderful and powerful and beautiful and loving, every breath, the divine present having the experience, every breath. So if you focus on your breath, and if you combine this understanding of your truth, it's the I am in the breath, the goddess in the breath, you start to feel it. You actually feel it when you're breathing. Even talking to you right now, I'm making myself focus on every breath that's creating every word is the divine speaking to you. Yane kiatoa hasakaneata. So you feel it and you sense it. Nyanatsawa, and you really understand and believe and know it moves through you. It is you. Yanakoa. This is wholeness moving through your being. And you can add to this things you've already learned on the old field and in the in-between field. And you can bring them onto the new field. And you can take, I am safe. Yes, we've been saying that for years, right? I am loved. I allow. I trust myself. You can take all of those onto the new field and you can add in the understanding of the flow of the divine in your breath. And you can think and feel, I am safe as you breathe. And you can know that that think and the feel are on the breath. I am safe. If I speak it, I can hear it as well. But if I didn't speak it and I just breathed it and thought it, it's in the breath. Yanakawa, yeah. I am well, I am safe. Breathe this. Yes, it must be within your breath. It is not an affirmation on a piece of paper or a sentence written in a book or a PDF or a hope to or a want to or a need to or a should or a could or a would. Yano soa keya. It is you. Yanasea. Own your breath, Holy One. And this, remember, is not breath work. This is you as the I am breathing. Yanasea. 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 Take a nice breath with me here. Let's do that, please. Let your body drop. Yes, so okay. Beautifully done. If you're okay with over accentuating your breath at times, when you're comfortable doing so, like I do most of the time, you'll hear me inhale. It sounds like I'm gasping. You'll hear me quick breathe. You'll hear me breathe very slowly and really loudly. Oh, it's empowering. It's so empowering. Trust yourself and allow, please. So many people say, activate my light language, Andrea. Teach me how to activate my gifts, Andrea. Activate this in me, Andrea. Let me tell you something. You do this breath that I'm talking about right here. You acknowledge that breath. You know that breath. You be that breath. Yes. Ooh, all of it will fly in. All of it will open up. Yanasea. This is not you seeking to relax or ground or connect. That's not what this breath is about. It happens. Absolutely, it happens. But this breath becomes, every breath is I am form. Yasaneana, goddess breath. All right? I want you to do that this week. Some people like homework, some people don't. You do you. But implement, if you choose to pay attention to your breath in every moment, even when you're not happy or something irritating is happening or frustrating is happening. Breathe in the moment and feel the I am, feel the goddess in your breath. Remember the goddess in your breath. Yes, allow the goddess in your breath. And this is not a higher deity being called in. I told you when you signed up for this course, I was not going to teach you about the goddesses of human history. They are lovely. We respect them. We bow to them. We love them. They are a space of the goddess that you are a space of, as much as they are. And this is a big one for some people, but it is your truth. Yanakaua. So this is not a higher deity being called in. This is a space of you in your present now, allowing your goddess flow. Asoeya kaneanatawa. Asoeya kaneanatawa. There are also, there's a whole section in the book and in the PDF on ACASMA Bioquantum vibrational healing. There's a space in there about a light language. If anyone is feeling really drawn to that space, there's phrases you can use, even if you have your light language or you don't and you want it. It is light language. It is soul. It is the messages of the divine. I just did a video on this to some extent. It's a much older video, but it's on my YouTube. It's a very short video. It's like 12 minutes or 18 minutes or something like that. I don't know. It says, God is within you and so is your light language, or your languages of light. That's the title. Go look for that on YouTube if you want more information on your languages and on the space of the divine. Why am I saying this? Because that breath work and these phrases, they are the new field. And when you speak from the new field and you breathe from the new field, guess what you are? The new field. Yes? All right. Now, we're going to look at one or two more spaces here. We're doing really well. Be your new field. When you be your new field, you are acknowledging your wholeness. You are living from this vibration and as this vibration. So this is really important. Think about this with me for a minute. Rise of the goddess. The goddess is risen. And understanding the importance of the energy that flows through these words. We are ever rising, absolutely, because we're ever expanding. But really allow yourself to own the fact that even if this is day one for you, and this is the very first thing you are seeing in this course, or you're here in year 2 or 3 or wherever we're at, doesn't matter. You are risen. You are risen. It's incremental expansion of the being. And whether this is day 1 or year 2 or wherever you're at, it is a rise. All right? So what are we doing that for? Why do I want you to hear that with me, see that with me, be that with me? Because we are removing the trying to get there. We are removing, I'll be happy when I'm risen. Do you understand? You will always be seeking it and never obtaining it if that is the frequency you're tuning into. So I want to give this to you as a tool to understand that the minute you sign up for this space and you show up and you make the connection in any way, the book, the PDF, the videos, the ceremonies, whatever you're doing, wherever you're at, the rise has already happened. You are in the rising, and in certain spaces of yourself, you are risen, and we are ever expanding. So it's an ever flowing space of energy. It's beautiful. Isn't that a powerful way to look at yourself, to understand yourself? Yes. And because you are eternal consciousness, you are ever rising. Eternal, forever and ever and ever and ever. Always moving into the next beautiful space of experiential. So, 2 other words we're going to look at briefly is healing and healed. Nane. Now, anybody who knows my ACASMA Quantum Energy work, you know that we go in as facilitators, as teachers, and we are never looking for what's wrong with a person because we come in at that higher field, the new human, the new field. We're looking for what's right because then everything we do in the session space is vibrating from that alignment. What's right? And inevitably, everything that's wrong is given the opportunity to shift into what's right. Why? Because we're looking at what's right. Are you with me? Somebody thumbs up me, somebody shake a head, somebody tell me they're with me. Yes? Thank you. All right, now, so I need you to allow the concept of it is done. I need you to allow the concept. It is done. Be open to stop looking for what's wrong or what's needing to be healed. Be open to releasing the stories. Somebody says, you know, what's your story, or tell me about you. What do you say? Do you immediately go to all the things you've healed and worked through and overcome? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm looking for what's right. I'm saying you have an opportunity in that very moment to come out strong with all of the beautiful things about you that you're proud of, that you love, that you've done, that you are, and then allow your authenticity to be within the whole space. But just be mindful of the layup you're giving yourself. You know, like in basketball, everyone knows I'm not a big sports person, but I love to do these little analogies or illustrations, right? In basketball, there's a term, layup, I believe, where they go in for the shot. And so they're coming down the court, you know, and they're, I don't even remember the name, but you're bouncing the ball. And then you go in for the shot, right? Michael Jordan style, for those who are old school. So you go in for the shot. That's your layup, your preparation as you're going in. That's your layup, right? What layup are you coming in with as you begin to share who you are, as you begin to allow that energy alignment to be your designer and your aligner of your flow? What layup are you giving yourself? Are you going to sink a three-pointer or a dunk shot? Or are you going to hit the ball off the backboard, off the sideline, knock somebody in the head and hear, wah, wah? There's no judgment, but that's just a little illustration for you. So when you're asked the question or you're asking yourself about who you are, be mindful of the layup. Are you bouncing that ball with authenticity and love for yourself? And are you coming in hot, like you know you've got it? And are you talking about and thinking about and feeling about all of the things you love about yourself? Start implementing that layup and see if you don't end up winning the game. All right now. So these goddess teachings in this course, they walk with you into this space of you. And as you continue to experience this human form that you have right now, you have the opportunity to be that ever expanding space of your being. You also have the opportunity to stay in one space and cycle it. We all know that. But you have the opportunity to go into the ever expanding spaces of yourself. So there's a difference between constantly healing, because constantly healing comes from constantly broken. Yane! Ever expanding comes from allowing the healing, absolutely, of all of the spaces of the being, but from the vibrational field and vantage point of being whole already. They're very different spaces. Neither is wrong. Yeah, kuno. The space of always looking for something to heal, it's not wrong. It just spins a little slower. It takes you a little longer if that's the vibrational field you're coming in at. If that's where your layup is being made, it takes a little longer because that's a different flow of energy than the space of the being coming from, I am ever expanding and I am whole now. Yanasawa. All right, I'm going to finish up right here, you guys, with just a little bit of extra guidance. Please implement this if you can, as you feel to. If you already are, that's fantastic. Just continue to allow it more and more. And that is allowing your sounds. So we find this in the PDF, we find this in the book, we find this in the ceremonies, toning, humming, chanting, singing, whether it's your native language of your earth human form, and we have many languages in this course space, we are international, or whether it's English, or whether it's light language, it doesn't matter. There is a power in the flow of your song. There is a power in the flow of your tone, of your hum. Allow this of spaces of you. And just like I was asking you earlier to place the thought and the feeling on the breath, I am safe, right? I am loved. I am whole. I am the goddess in divine form. Ayaratoane. Just as I was asking you to place that on the breath and feel it in the breath, I want you to place it on your tones, your humming, your songs, your chants, all right? This can be in your car, your closet, your shower. It can be gentle, like just soft. It doesn't have to be at the top of your lungs, standing on the roof for everyone to see. If you want to, go ahead. But allow I am love to be in your tone, your hum, your song, your chant. Allow I am safe, meaning you're thinking it, you're feeling it as you're humming, toning. I'm telling you, you are going to amp everything up. You are ever expanding. You are not ever healing. There is healing involved all along the way, but you're coming from an ever expanding being who is moving through their wholeness. Yes? It's a very different vibration. And you're allowing the new field of alignment to be directly plugged into, we are here. We're not hoping to get here. We're not trying to get here. We're not wanting to get there or here. We are here. Yes? All right. We did really well. We did really well. 37 minutes, yes? With a lot of information and guidance and understanding. And you are this space. You are this space in all the ways in which you are being you. You are divine and you are sacred and you are beautiful and you are whole. Look at those spaces of yourself more and more, and they will show up in your reflection of experiences, relationships, more and more. All right? All right. Thank you for the comments in the chat. Thank you, beautiful Quantum Kate. Thank you for the emojis of love coming in here and there throughout the space. I love it. I love it. It lets me know you're with me. It lets me know you hear me. And I feel your presence. I feel your energy. And whether you're here live or via video, your presence is assisting in this anchoring of the rise of the goddess for all humanity in this now. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So I'm bowing unto you, Holy One. The divinity within me is acknowledging the divinity within you. I did a deep breath just then. I was filling that moment of my divinity acknowledging you. From the divinity within me, I was filling it with, connecting it with my I am breath. So everything I'm asking you to do, I'm doing. Do you understand me? I love you, Anna. I love you. Thank you for making the space happen, Holy One. Thank you, Holy One. All right, Divine Ones, blessings upon you unendingly on all your nows, on all your breaths, on all your steps, and in all your ways. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that with me. Breathwork and expansion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your feedback is much appreciated. All right, Holy Ones, if you want to email me too, I love receiving that. And if you're not already in our Goddess chat, there's a link in the Goddess portal. Go in there and click on that and join our chat. It's a loving space of connection for all. We love you, we love you, we love you.